A Democratic consultant, Scott Tranter, head of data science for our partners at Decision Desk HQ. Gentlemen, good to see you. Kurt Bardella, he said, I am running for re-election. I didn't hear Kamala Harris's name once. Saw her a lot, but didn't hear him say we are running for re-election.
So we've gone to a new parlor game, I see.
I'm just asking.
Of course Kamala Harris is running with Joe Biden. Of course they're going to be on the ticket together. This is not a conversation happening anywhere but on TV.
Well, yeah, but we got to have something to talk about. You're into betting. I know that. Into the data and the betting of things. Yeah. There is one thing that President Biden loves to do while he is out with the people, and that is go to ice cream shops. Take a listen. A look.
It's really very, very dull when after all these years in public life you're known for two things, Ray-Ban sunglasses and chocolate chip ice cream. Very dull president. I came down because I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream. Inflation is worldwide. It's worse off everywhere else than it is in the United States.
And then these three are yours?
Yep.
All right. Got it?
Okay. No, I got mine.
Okay.
It looks awful good.
Chocolate chip. Love it.
Man.
All right, what is the over-under on number of ice cream shop visits?
Well, that's an interesting question. You would say the over-under is 100, right? Because we've got, 450 days?
560.
560 days before the election. So you think you'd be doing an event once every 5 days, but when you compare it to his 2020 run, where, he was in a basement in Delaware and got to campaign from there, he's got anywhere to go but up. So he's certainly going to do a lot more. The question is it going to be 4 or 5 events a week like a normal campaign, or is he going to try and do it like he did in 2020 where he can do a lot of satellite events and come in and out?
All right, so this is the point, right? How do you deal with the age issue? Do you deal with it by being in the basement, as Scott just pointed out?
Which he won.
He won.
Can't argue with by a lot.
Yeah. So that's one option. Now, the fellows from Pod Save America, and this is about as liberal of a group as you get. These were the Obama campaign geniuses, had a different way to deal with the age issue. They weren't really joking either. This was from the podcast this morning. Take a listen.
I think the more that we can get him next to just truly the oldest human beings on earth, he needs to help Dianne Feinstein across the street back to the Senate. He needs to look like a young, vital person.
You probably can't go to a hot war zone every week, but that Ukraine trip was very good. I think he looked in command of not just the country, but the world. The challenge is that
Send him to Kyiv.
It's a Rose Garden
the Rose Garden thread, yeah.
Not a lot of electoral votes in Kyiv these days.
All right, which one is it? What do you do? Which one do you put him out there or not?
Oh, I think you put him out there. I don't think you hide him. And frankly, I've always gotten the sense that he wants to be out there. Joe Biden seems the happiest when he's just out there amongst American people, going to ice cream shops, driving around, F-150 electric vehicles, like he did with Ford. I think that he likes being outside of Washington, outside of the White House, and just doing everyday people things.
Seems to enjoy being president more than he does running for president in a way. Who wouldn't, I guess?
Yeah, no, it's certainly the job he wanted.
Yeah, this I think is interesting. You've got this situation about debates, and it happened on the same day, right? You've got RFK, Robert Kennedy, who is running for president. He is declared as a Democratic candidate. He's at 16%. He says that it's rigged against him because the DNC is now saying no debates. Effectively, Biden's our guy. And on the Republican side, President Trump's complaining because he says, I'm not sure I'm going to participate in the Republican debate. So there's a chance that we will not see the two frontrunners for their primaries nomination on the debate stage at all before the conventions. Do we see them, if it is Biden-Trump, on a debate stage in September?
Yes.
Yes.
More than once is the question, though. More than once would be the question, right?
Really?
Because if you're Donald Trump, and we saw him do it last cycle, is he doesn't necessarily want to participate in all the debates, and the polling actually bore out his strategy. So certainly one debate, but more than one would be the question, I would think.
All right, I'm going to give each of you the last word on this. What is the one thing that people will be talking about before the election is the turning point of the election that we're not talking about now?
Oh, man. And
when we're marking the tape.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be a repeat of 2022 in terms of where we're at in the economy, right? If I watch the business news or read the Wall Street Journal or anything like that, it looks like we're in for a recession later this year. These things don't recover very quickly. We could be in the middle of one as these guys are figuring out whether they're going to debate more than once next summer.
I think it's going to be similar to 2022, but it's going to be Republicans self-sabotaging themselves over and over and over again, because that seems to be the thing that they like to do. It's like the team that lost the game says, let's run that back right now and do it again and see if it changes.
We did not plan this transition, but you all did it for me. Thank you very much. Kurt and Scott, speaking of Republican playbooks for 2024, just like the possibility of a 2020 rematch,